BBC iPlayer.
Download the BBC News app now and get the latest headlines as they happen. Personalise your app to learn more about the stories you care about and watch BBC News live wherever you are. Stay up to date, whatever you're up to. Download the BBC News app.
You experienced racism. Why didn't you walk away?
That's a really good question.
You're a politician. You read the polls.
I'm not a politician. I don't read the polls.
Yeah, you
I
are
sit
a
in Judiciary
politician.
Committee. No,
you are very definitely a politician.
No.
The very fact that there were not people who looked like you.
Hold on. I'm only halfway through my answer.
Is secret schooling happening across Afghanistan for girls?
It does.
You simply can't assume that.
Actually, yes, you can.
Hard Talk. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
Why not lift a living income so people could afford the basics?
It's always a compromise, and compromises mean that some people get more and others get less.
Far too simplistic. That is not how the world works.
First of all, thank you for explaining. Did he mislead Parliament? My view is he didn't.
It's always somebody else's fault.
Whatever side you're on,
Parliamentary democracy, that does matter.
the conversation starts here.
Let's start with this breaking news.
Politics Live. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
Welcome to Newsday, reporting live from Singapore. I'm Monica Miller. The headlines. South Korea and Japan's leaders hold talks in Tokyo in what's been hailed as a milestone in their fraught relationship. The U.S. military releases the first declassified video of a Russian jet crashing into one of its drones off the Black Sea.
The United States does not seek conflict with Russia. We do not seek escalation with Russia.
Anger in France after the government pushes through pension reform without a vote. A community on a remote Scottish island are told that they have a high risk of cancer after scientists discover a harmful gene.
Live from our studio in Singapore. This is BBC News. It's Newsday.
It's 7 in the morning in Singapore and 8 a.m. in Japan and South Korea. Both countries have hailed a new chapter in their troubled relationship. It came after leaders of the two countries met at a summit in Tokyo, as both face increasing challenges from China and North Korea. The leaders announced agreements on trade, security, and cultural exchange. Let's go now to my correspondent, Tokyo correspondent, Shima Khalil. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, Shima. This is a big moment for these two leaders. So what are some of the top issues that they had addressed?
Morning, Monica. I'm just looking at the headlines from NHK, Japan's broadcaster, and the first top three headlines are all about the South Korean leader's visit. Kishida Yoon agreed to resume shuttle diplomacy. Yoon Suk-yeol indicates Japan apologized enough for the past. That's from a Seoul official. And Japan to ease rules on chip materials export to South Korea. They had a lot to talk about in this landmark visit, but I think the biggest headline is the fact that it actually happened, because it marked a new chapter, as you say, a reset button for those relationships that have actually plummeted since 2019. partly because of the dispute over compensation, because of Japan's historical wartime forced labor, but also because of the export curbs that Japan imposed on South Korea. But top of the agenda really was set by North Korea. Just hours before President Yoon was supposed to land in Tokyo, North Korea fired a long-range intercontinental ballistic missile. And in that, it really demonstrated why it was important for the two leaders to talk, to show a united front, because of that now frequent missile launches from North Korea. This is the fourth this week. But also not just that.